Your amygdala fires a threat response in 12 milliseconds, faster than you can blink, faster than you can think, faster than any conscious decision you'll ever make. So every brave thing a human has ever done, every whistle blown, every fire rushed into, every hard truth spoken out loud, happened after the brain already screamed stop. Courage isn't a trait. It's a mutiny against your own biology. Deep inside your brain sits a structure the size of an almond called the amygdala. It's ancient, older than language, older than logic, older than anything you'd recognize as human thought. And its only job is to keep you alive by keeping you afraid. When you think about quitting your job to start that business, the amygdala fires. When you consider telling someone the truth that could change everything, the amygdala fires. When you imagine stepping onto that stage, raising your hand, walking away from what's safe, it fires. And here's the thing most people never realize. The amygdala cannot tell the difference between a lion charging at you and an uncomfortable conversation with your boss. To your brain, social rejection and physical death trigger the exact same alarm. Neuroscientists at UCLA proved this in 2003. They put people in fMRI machines and showed them faces expressing disapproval. The amygdala lit up identically to when subjects were shown images of physical threats. Your brain processes embarrassment and a car crash through the same neural pathway. So when you freeze before doing something brave, understand this. Your hardware is not broken. It's working perfectly. Fear is the factory setting. Now here's where it gets fascinating. If courage isn't the absence of fear, and the brain is literally engineered to prevent risky behavior, how does anyone ever do anything brave? The answer is a region called the prefrontal cortex, the newest part of the human brain, only about 2 million years old. Think of it as the executive override. While the amygdala screams danger, the prefrontal cortex can evaluate context, weigh long-term consequences, and make a conscious decision to act anyway. But here's what most people get wrong. This isn't automatic. The prefrontal cortex doesn't just kick in heroically. It has to be deliberately activated. It requires you to pause, breathe, and consciously choose the harder path. That pause between fear and action, that's not hesitation. That's the entire neurological battlefield where courage is either born or buried. And the more you practice that override, the stronger the neural pathway becomes. This is neuroplasticity. The brain literally rewires itself based on repeated behavior. A 2013 study at the University of Zurich found that people who repeatedly confronted feared situations showed measurable shrinkage in amygdala volume and increased density in prefrontal connections. They didn't become less afraid by accident. They physically remodeled their brains through action. So courage isn't a trait you're born with. It's a skill you build, synapse by synapse, decision by decision. But here's the deepest layer of this paradox, and it might change how you see everything. Evolution didn't just wire you for fear. It also wired you for regret. The orbitofrontal cortex, another region in your prefrontal area, constantly simulates future scenarios and predicts emotional outcomes. Studies from Cornell University show that people consistently regret inaction more than action by a ratio of almost 3-to-1. Over a lifetime, the things that haunt you are almost never the risks you took. They're the ones you didn't. Which means your brain is running two competing programs simultaneously. One ancient system screaming stay safe, and one newer system whispering you'll regret staying still. Courage exists in the tension between those two signals. Every brave person you've ever admired, every entrepreneur who risked everything, every whistleblower who spoke the truth, every person who left what was comfortable for what was meaningful, they didn't have less fear than you. Brain scans confirm it. They had the same amygdala response, the same cortisol spike, the same racing heart. The only difference was what happened in the next 4 seconds. They activated the override. They let the prefrontal cortex finish the sentence the amygdala started. Not fearless, just 4 seconds braver. Your brain will fight you every time you try to grow. That's not a flaw, it's the design. But now you know where the override switch is. If this reframed how you think about fear, the next video goes even deeper into how to train that 4-second window, so it's there when you need it most.